Back here at Coors Field, bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's the DH, David Ortiz. And a big swing and a miss.
Threw that fastball right
Oh,
by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Fires over to first. That's one out in the bottom of the second. Here's Ketel Marte. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base slugging too. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Bryce Harper. And that one in the air center field. Grisham is there, makes the catch, and that is that. And we're back. And now, Roman Anthony. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
0-1.
And
ball one.
You know, this group of hitters,
one ball, one
as
strike.
you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Hauls it in, 1 away. And now the first baseman, Gil Hodges. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. Now a check swing, but he held up.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Marte makes the grab. Out number 2. Juan Soto now. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Hits for average power.
0-1's the count.
The ability to field the arm and then the speed. Really impressive. That one ripped. Trout settles under it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the. As we go to the last of the third. Stepping in, Mike Napoli. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
0-1.
That's not even close to the zone.
Makes the catch, 1 down. So the batting order turns over. Here's Trout. 0 for 1 with a flyout. One out, base is empty. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
0-2.
And that one missing inside a sharp slider. Swings and misses, struck him out. 2 down, base is empty. Now it's Corey Seager. Just off the inside edge. And it's through for a hit. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Soler at the plate for the second time as he takes ball 1. 2 balls, no strikes to count. In the air, left field, Anthony on his way over, drops into the glove, and that ends the inning. On to the 4th, here's Betts. Betts in his 11th season, 32 years old, usually a shortstop, but today he's starting at second base. Grounder off the pitcher. On the run, sends it over to first, and it beats him. What a play. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Schwarber makes the play. And a couple of quick outs. Jason Varitek digs in now. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Stretches out and hauls it in. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go, bottom 4. Here's the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber. First
Ball,
pitch
that's inside.
just misses. Smoked on the ground a second. Whips it to
Got him.
first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Now it's Jose Ramirez. On the ground to the left. Zips it across.
He's out.
Already 2 gone here in the home 4th. 2 outs, base is empty. David Ortiz now at the plate. Tapped up the first base side. Hodges tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's Chris Bryant now. Page back to work. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
Well, these guys definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. One thing that stands out looking over the numbers is the amount of outs they have on the first pitch of the at-bat. They've given away too many at-bats with easy outs.
Anthony Santander getting ready to hit. And there's a foul ball.
I'd really like to see him make an adjustment. Get more patient and start waiting for that right pitch. Not just
I got
the
a ball,
first
1
pitch.
strike.
I think that could make a big difference in this one.
1 down, base is empty. And that one fouled off.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering misses down and away.
Well, this is
2
a guy
balls,
that can be
2 strikes.
frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on 1 hitter.
Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one's carrying. And it hits the top of the wall. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Just a great at-bat right there. Saw a lot of pitches. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
In the dirt. And the runner holds. Not in time,
No,
and
he's
he
safe.
reaches safely.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded
0-1.
cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case. At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
And that one gets past the catcher. And safe.
No, he's there.
A close
Safe.
play at the plate, and that scores a run on the wild pitch. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Will Hodges, the next to hit.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Ball,
That's
inside.
off the inside edge. And the count is 1-1. Swing and a miss, and 1-0-2 on the
1 ball,
radar gun.
2 strikes.
Pumping serious gas. Back here in Denver, an outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Just missed.
Well, these players just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
And that one hammered. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Out to short. Whips it across. And the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth. Here is Bryce Harper. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1.
Upstairs.
Ball one.
All tied up.
1-1.
Last half of inning number 5. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now 2 gone. Mike Napoli digs in now. He's 0 for 1. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of
the count.
this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive.
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. Back here at Coors Field, here's Juan Soto. Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. The relay.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Here's Mookie to hit. He was late there. Strike 1. And that misses.
That's inside.
1-1. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Trout on his horse. And there's one down. Now here's Trent Grisham. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss.
Well, you can't offer that pitch
count.
in an 0-0 count. It's a strike, but not every strike is a good strike early in the count.
In the air, center field. He's got it, and there's 2 away. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And the batter now, Jason Varitek. And he hits a ground ball right side. Marte throws to first in time. That ends the frame. Bottom of the 6th. And now the center fielder, Mike Trout. First
Inside,
offering,
ball
and it just misses. Right through there for a strike. This one in the air. Hodges. And it's caught for the out. Seager stands in now. He's 2 for 2. Swing and a miss as he was late.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low. Throwing the ball very well right now.
0-2 is the count.
In the air, left field. Anthony sizing this one up. Puts it away for the out. Jorge Soler up at the plate. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it one-hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
All over that one right there. Double into the gap, and that was a really nice swing to beat the inside pitch. He just beat him to the spot. Kept his hands tight inside that baseball, and that just allowed him to drive it into the alley right there.
Ball,
Next
that's
one
inside.
off the plate inside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you could make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself.
And that's the 3rd out. Top of inning number 7. Here's the 3rd baseman, Chris Bryant. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
Fought off foul. The 0-2 pitch from Satchel.
Nope. Outside.
And that's
2
in the
balls,
dirt.
2 strikes.
That
3
one
balls,
misses.
2 strikes.
And now it's 3-2. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. An absolute smash to left. And they jump in front in the 7th. It's 2-1. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Anthony Santander. And a foul ball. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. There's a strike at the knees. 0-2. And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. Gets to it on to first.
He's out.
Got him. 1 away on the strikeout. Here's Francisco Lindor.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
And there's 2 away. Now the left fielder, Roman Anthony. Strom, 33 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in the state of North Dakota. Outside. And that is ball 1. And another ball.
That's just out.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges. Really execute
Outside,
a
that's
pitch.
a ball.
Hopefully you can get back into this count.
And that's in for a strike. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul.
Oh, it's a really good pass of the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way. Just let it travel a hair more.
Reaches over the wall, and he's got it. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's Jose Ramirez. Base hit.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one.
Kobe Milner into the game.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves.
Runner takes off. Sliced hard but foul. Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Runner goes again. Bunts it straight back to the mound. And 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
Phil just doing his part right there, trying to move that runner into scoring position. Got it down successfully. Now we'll see if they can drive him in from second.
Marte swings through it for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
In the
I
dirt.
got 1 ball, 1
and
strike.
that's ball 1. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Swings and misses. And it's 1
ball,
and
2 strikes.
And
2-2
downstairs.
count.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. So Harper stands in.
That's a
Outside
ball.
low, ball 1. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
1-1.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Ready to begin the 8th, and now Gil Hodges. Strom back to work. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. And they add to their lead. It's 3-1. And here is Juan Soto.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
No ball,
really good
2 strikes.
back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
There's a swing and a drive. And it hits the fence. Safe at second with a double. 3rd hit for him this afternoon. Here's Mookie now. 0 for 3 in this one. Reaching for it and brings it in. Runner tags at second, but now he won't try for 3rd. Stays put with 1 away. Trent Grisham will hit next. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. And that is a foul ball. Over to first.
Got him.
That takes care of Grisham. Jason Varitek getting ready to hit. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Line drive. That's a base hit out into left center field. Soto scores. And they take a 3-run lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. Got a good pitch to drive. Stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front. And he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap. And that's pretty much a double every time.
Here's Bryant now. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 4-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Mike Napoli. Misses
Ball,
inside.
that's in.
And it's 1-0.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
And that is out of play. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now 1
Ball 2.
missed. That's too
Count
low.
is 3 and 2.
It's 3 and 2. And that one ripped to left. Squeezes it. 1 up, 1 down. And now batting. Mike Trout. Trevor Hoffman gets the ball now. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
A very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Here comes Corey Seager. Swings and sends a rocket to right and makes the grab. And that's the inning. We go to the ninth. Now at the plate, Anthony Santander. To third, Ramirez. And they get the leadoff man in the ninth. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 1 for 3. There's a strike.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big time velo on the bump and big time pop at the plate.
All 1.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the ninth. Hard hit to third. Gets it to first.
Out.
Lindor retired. Roman Anthony now at the plate. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
Outside low, and it's 1-1. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom 9, and now the right fielder, Jorge Soler. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found.
Andrew Miller. On to try and close it out.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Inside ball. And that's ball 1.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground, and they can roll him up for 2.
Anthony pulls that one down, and there's 1 down. He's 2 outs away. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Jose Ramirez. That one fouled off. Next pitch is outside. Soler over at first with 1 away. On the inside corner for a strike. Ground ball could be 2. There's 1.
That's an out.
Not in time at first.
He's safe.
It's a fielder's choice. So they're down to their final out. And next is the designated hitter, David Ortiz. That one the other way. Lindor. And that'll do it.
He's out.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd,